Before even becoming an emperor, Titus gained great repute for pacifying the Jewish rebellion, with great violence that is, and leading the capture and destruction of Jerusalem in 70 AD. The Arch of Titus is proof to that feat. But some would condemn him as a diabolical man bent on destruction. During his father's, Vespasianus' reign, Titus established a reputation as a prefect of the Praetorian Guards and for having an unusual relationship with Jewish Queen Berenice. When his father died in 79 and he became emperor, he was considered by Romans and historians alike a good emperor. He completed the Colosseum and helped in the relief efforts of two major events by giving his own funds to aid the victims. The events were the eruption of Mount Vesuvius and a great fire in Rome in 80 AD. The eruption destroyed several Roman towns, Pompeii and Herculaneum. The fire, on the other hand, spread and caused much destruction. 2 years and 2 weeks into office, he died of a fever, probably because of malaria. When Vespasianus died of an infection, and disease seemed to have been a curse for taking the lives of these emperors, he was the first Roman emperor to arrive to the throne after his own birth father. He had many vices, so Romans feared they had another Nero in their hands. But the opposite was found to be true, and he was very popular indeed. Trials based on treason charges were stopped, so no senators were executed during his reign. He assumed the office of Pontifex Maximus, which was the chief high priest of the College of Pontiffs. Now, to answer the question, was he a good emperor? Well, he set up the scene to the next emperor quite well, and he was generous and fair. He was competent, but then again, his reign only lasted for 2 years. Truth is, politics are dirty, and people in charge have blood on their hands. While my other video about Judea Capta did report 1.1 million killed, that was probably an overestimate. I'd say that about 100,000 or so were killed, because there weren't 1 million people in Jerusalem at that time. That's still a lot, and reports of victims crucified to the wall and group suicides are chilling. However, Titus and Vespasianus did what they thought was better for the empire. Jesus did advise people to flee to the hills when they found Jerusalem surrounded by armies. Another interesting fact is that Vespasianus imposed a urine tax for those who bought urine, because it had chemical uses. Pecunia non olet, or money does not stink, was the saying. But when Titus complained about how gross it was, his father held up a gold coin and asked him if the smell was foul. Titus said no, and his father informed him that it came from urine. The origin does not matter, so if questionable acts need to be done to run an empire, it's part of the job. But yeah, in comparison, Titus was one of the good ones. About the coin, this circulation coin is also called a Capricorn, and many Augustus Denarius also feature the animal, this one jumping over a globe on the reverse. The obverse reads, Imperator Titus Caesar Vespasianus Augustus Pontifex Maximus. There's a laureate head to the right. The reverse. Tribunicia Protestate Nona, Imperator Quartum Decimum, Consul Septimum, Pater Patria. And the Capricorn to the left. Titus sure liked his titles. Please subscribe and thank you for watching. God is magic. Volete, amici.